Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here. I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but we're here to review Happy Gilmore 2.
Happy Gilmore 2.
Starring Adam Sandler. So yeah, look, I think it should be noted before we get into this as a little disclaimer. We are big Adam Sandler fans.
We are.
In this house. So I think that should be noted. But, you know, I don't know. We'll get into some things. We're going to break down this movie. We're going to give our honest, real thoughts and reaction to it. But before we do that, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Also,
yeah, like the video.
Like the video, like she said. And then if you watched Happy Gilmore 2, it's on Netflix. You know, everybody's got Netflix. It's not too hard to check out. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. So I'm going to start with you, as always. What are your initial thoughts on Happy Gilmore 2?
Yeah, so like you said, we are big Adam Sandler fans.
Yeah.
You know, not just
we even kind of enjoy Jack and Jill, if that gives you any context.
Not even just his movies, but just like him as a person. Even though we obviously don't know him personally, it just seems like it's probably safe to say that he is a good person in real life.
Yeah.
He just seems like a really fun guy, and I don't know. When you watch his movies, you can just feel like the love through the screen.
Passion. Yeah, it helps that we saw him in concert a couple of years ago as well.
Yeah.
Definitely upped our love for him. But I've always been a fan of Adam Sandler. Billy Madison is maybe my favorite from him. So yeah, I've been watching since the SNL days. Billy Madison, like just watching his kind of rise to stardom.
Yeah.
I've always said like him and Jim Carrey, I feel like were the two biggest like comedy stars of the 90s.
Yeah, so kind of getting back on track here. Yeah, so Happy Gilmore was never like one of my favorites of Adam's.
You're a little weird. Like you like some of the later Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
I'm more like
the
rooted
ones
in
that,
the 90s Adam Sandler stuff.
I feel like I like the ones that tend to get more hate. But in my opinion, I feel like people are just like taking the movies too seriously.
They do.
And it's like, I don't know, I guess I can just appreciate his humor no matter how silly it is. But anyway, so I was not necessarily excited for a Happy Gilmore 2 because I was never like the biggest fan of the original. But again, being Adam Sandler fans, I was like, yeah, we're watching, obviously. Yeah, all in all, I feel like this was enjoyable. You know, I guess I didn't really have any expectations, so I guess that kind of helped, you know.
It helps to keep it's an Adam Sandler comedy. It's on Netflix. It's 2025. It's like he's not in his prime anymore when it comes to this stuff.
He's kind of pumping out the Netflix.
It helps to keep your expectations like as low as possible, and I feel like you'll have some enjoyment with this movie. I did not. I mean, I can be critical sometimes.
Yeah.
Of his movies, especially like some of the Netflix stuff, which I still haven't seen all of his Netflix movies. But like I enjoyed this for what it was. You know, I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like I'm a little bit more like reactive when we're watching stuff. You're more.
You were laughing a lot.
You're not very reactive when we watch movies. I'll laugh, I'll cry, I'll talk like. You might say like I'm annoying to watch a movie with. I don't know. I try not to talk too much, but anyway, Ken's just kind of like sitting over there, and I'm like trying to read him if he's enjoying it or not. I'm laughing at a lot of the stuff.
Well, you know, sometimes when it comes to movies like this, you know, long awaited sequels or just long, you know, I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say here, but like movies that just sequels that come like so like long after the original, like 30 years later, I'm very skeptical.
And
I go into it with my arms crossed.
That's annoying. You said that for Beetlejuice too.
I'm just like, show me something, you know?
Yeah, that's annoying.
But I really didn't do that with this. Like, I really just went into it just wanting to have a good time with it. You know, I wasn't, you know, too bad with it. But I can get that way. I enjoyed it.
First of all, I just want to say they mentioned this in the movie about how it's been 30 years. And I was like, holy shit, like, That's insane to think about. Like 30
Technically
years.
29 because
since,
Happy Gilmore came out in 96.
But still, 30
Yeah.
years, like what? Like that's just crazy to me. But then also, I just want to ask you, having been a fan of the original, um, what, obviously we knew that they were probably going to take like the nostalgic route probably a little bit. Obviously there's got to be some callbacks to the original one. I was kind of expecting that. What did you
Well,
think about their take on, doing the flashbacks and stuff like that?
I didn't mind it. I've heard some people say that it was kind of cheap because they're trying to capitalize off the original's success and kind of feed into people's nostalgia and stuff like that. But I don't know. I thought it was kind of an interesting way to just get people up to speed. Like you said, you're not a huge fan of Happy Gilmore, so maybe that kind of stuff helped you just to kind of see how it was back in the day and like now. Like how they were trying to show, like, oh, here's this character, and this is what happened with him and Adam Sandler back in the
I mean,
95 or 96 movie.
I do feel like though, like I remember enough about the original. I do
Yeah.
feel like the stuff that they chose to do flashbacks for, I feel like they were like the bigger, well-known flashbacks, like the stuff that you do remember.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in my
It
opinion.
might have helped if they did the Mr. Lady flashback because you were kind of lost on that one.
Oh, the lady like calling out, yeah.
There's some good gags in this movie. There's some good callbacks. There's some good nostalgic moments. I mean, that's honestly like going into a movie like this. That's all I really want, I guess, is just to have a respect and a reverence for the original. And this
Well,
movie does that.
yeah.
And I think it does it well. Everybody's committed to it. I really like Christopher McDonald coming back as Shooter McGavin. I
Yeah,
thought,
he was good.
like, everybody feels like their character. Like, that's the biggest compliment I can give the movie is
Yeah,
they
like,
all
even-
feel like they're characters from the original.
They did. I would agree.
And it's all these years later, so.
Yeah, and then, of course we have like a ton of celebrity cameos and stuff. And
Maybe a little too many.
like
but
surprisingly enough, well, I did kind of hear that like some people will kind of like reach out to Adam and like ask to be a part of it, and so I think
Yeah.
that and he like feels bad and can't say no kind of thing. But I will say this really surprised me. Somebody who stood out in this movie was, I think his name is Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
The guy that he has that ends up
It's his caddy.
is his caddy.
Yeah.
And I don't like know too much about him. I know he's like a singer or whatever. And I can't like even think of what he sings, honestly. But I don't know. I thought that he was actually quite good. I don't know if he has
He
any
was good.
I don't know if he has any acting experience or not. I mean, obviously he's like a performer, so it's kind of natural, but I don't know. I actually enjoyed his character. I thought he was pretty good, but
He was good. And I mean, just going back to the tone of the film and how it feels in line with the original, you have the same writer. I mean, Adam Sandler and the same writer from the original came back to do this movie.
yeah.
It's a different director, but he's directed like some other Adam Sandler movies for Netflix, like Mystery. Mm-hmm. What is it? Mystery Dates or something? Murder Mystery.
Murder Mystery.
Murder
Yeah, with
Mystery.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. So I mean, just getting into like the setup to the movie, I don't want to like spoil too much. There's something pretty big that happens in the beginning that's kind of been divisive, I feel like. And I just feel like people are taking it a little bit too seriously.
Yeah.
I do think
I was kind of like, what?
because you said this when we were watching the movie. You're like, well, they kind of had to do this thing to kind of put him back at the bottom so he can
Yeah.
like fight to get back to the top.
Right.
And that's, pretty much what they do with a lot of sequels.
Yeah.
The hero from the original gets
Especially
everything
when it's
stripped
been
away.
30 years.
And you got to start from scratch again to do your comeback. So it made sense. And also just the moment, it does feel very much in line with the original because there is a moment in the original that is very much like this. I mean, I'll just say there's a death involved. And Chubbs in the original dies in a very comedic way, but it's also kind of sad because he was a big character in the first film. So it kind of felt like that. It's just they did it like way early in the movie.
Yeah.
And you really weren't expecting it to go that route.
Right. And yeah, I don't know. I felt like the storyline, it made sense. It worked, I guess. We have what's his name, Benny
Safdie, one of the Safdie brothers, which I like because they
He's
did Uncut
basically
Gems
playing
together.
the villain in the.
And this is like another collaboration with them, but in a different way. And I like that Sandler just he just brings all these people with him, like everybody that he collaborates with and has relationships with. He just like, well, yeah, come on, come be in my movie. I don't know, it feels nice.
And honestly, like there was a cameo that I did not know about, and I'm not gonna say what it was.
There's a couple surprising ones, but I know what the one you're talking about is.
There was one that just like really threw me.
I don't know if I would have known it was him if you didn't say anything.
Yeah, you said him. That's a little bit of a spoiler. No, not really.
There's some her
there's
ones
tons
as
of
well.
Hims.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of fun. I just feel like everybody has just like.
And it was honestly like a funny one too. Like I thought that part was funny. There are moments of comedy in this. Like I didn't think it was terrible. Like I didn't laugh out loud, but like I did think that some things were humorous.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Overall, I do feel like it was enjoyable for me personally. Again, though, I'm a big Adam Sandler fan, so I get if it's not for you.
In the wrestling world, you would call us marks. We're marks for Adam Sandler.
Like no matter what they put out, we're just
no matter what, we're just there. It doesn't matter.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm pleasantly surprised with it. I know that we're kind of a broken record here. It is a little long for this type of movie.
It is 2 hours. It didn't need to be.
There is quite a bit of story that they probably could have took out, but
I liked all the stuff. Like, I mean, Ben Stiller comes back in this movie, and he's in the movie a lot.
Okay, so
he's in this movie more. He's in the sequel more than he was the original.
So I don't know how I forgot about Ben Stiller, because I was really happy to see him in this movie. I don't know. He doesn't like really do a lot anymore, and
that just adds to what we were talking about before. The fact that he would come back and work with Adam Sandler and do this kind of role again when he's kind of a little bit more of a prestigious, like directs creates Severance and stuff. Yeah. It's like a huge drama on Apple TV.
His character is just like very silly and like also villainous. I just loved seeing him in this. Could he have been less of a part of the movie? I don't know, maybe. I mean, he kind of had like I don't know. I feel like it was cool to see him in there, because again, he's not really been in a lot, and it was just fun to see him.
I was just saying, like, the movie's so long, you're trying to think of like, well, what could you cut out? Because there's just, the movie is, it's like a couple of movies in one. You got Adam Sandler's like just getting back into golf and trying to get to the top again, but then you got this other. You got Benny Safdie's character who's like creating this new golf league that's supposed to be like the extreme golf, very gimmicky.
Which I felt like was relevant because, as we get like further into the future, like they are always like trying to change things up and like take something like golf and try to make it more like appealing to the younger people. And
I don't know
like
if you remember
Fortnite.
this, but it kind of felt like Fortnite. And then you had like Becky Lynch, who's a wrestler who was in the film as well.
I didn't know her.
Just cameos everywhere. But I was gonna say it was kind of like the XFL, which is another football league in the early 2000s. Vince McMahon created it, and he was trying to make a very like gimmicky football, and it didn't really take. So you're like, no, we like actual football, the pure standard football. So it's kind of like the battle between, traditional golf versus like new age golf, and one was trying to take over, and there was a whole storyline with that. So there was a lot of stuff they tried to cram into one movie. But I don't know, I was entertained. I thought it was fun. Am I going to watch it 100 more times like I did the original? Probably not. But it's fine.
And also I do they didn't overdo it with the songs. They had like a good
it's a great soundtrack.
Good couple songs.
I was totally into the Jukebox Hero segments because I love Foreigner. So
they're because like some of those movies, like they're just like playing one big song after another, and I feel like they stuck with like 2 or 3, and then it was like
and I mean the movie's got some good heart in it as well. I mean, it gets a little emotional in parts. The emotion comes from a very goofy moments at the beginning of the movie. But I think that Sandler is a good enough actor that he can carry that kind of material. Like, we've seen him be a good actor before, so that should be no surprise. But
and lastly, I just got to mention this too. As his as he continues to make movies, like he has like made it a thing where he has his family involved, and you can say that that's like annoying or whatever, but I love it, and I did enjoy that he had his family in this one too, and it's always kind of interesting to see like what kind of characters that they'll have them play and stuff, and I I don't know, you can just tell that he, again, you always just feel the love in his films, and it's
Yeah.
because he's working with people that he wants to work with, so it's fun for him. So
Yeah, it's hard to hate on somebody that's, looking out for his family, his
yeah,
friends, all the people that he's worked with and just trying to
through the
lift them
years,
up,
yeah,
and it's just like I don't understand like the hate and the vitriol for something like that.
yeah,
I don't know. Like if you're a fan of Adam Sandler, you're a fan of Adam Sandler movies, I don't see how you can dislike this one too
yeah.
much. It was I'll say it was fine to almost good. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. All in all, I would say I would recommend it. But again, I do know that it's not for everyone. Adam is not for everyone. I personally don't understand.
And the stakes are so low. It's on Netflix. You can watch it at home. If we would have went and spent like $30 to go see in the theaters,
Yeah.
maybe there would be more disappointment involved. But you can watch it on your couch, and it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. So that's our review of Happy Gilmore 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications for our future videos. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.